Welcome to WSYK number 13, What Should You Know? I'm Ethan Block, and what should you know? What should you know? You're watching What Should You Know? Because let's be honest, what should you know? So someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, you know about Vladimir Putin? This is what you should say. Of course I know about Vladimir Putin. Are you serious? You're talking about the newly appointed Prime Minister of Russia who just wrapped up an 8-year tenure as the second president of Russia since the fall of the Soviet Union. He's a 55-year-old ex-KGB lieutenant colonel who holds a 6th-degree black belt in judo, breaking the world record for world leaders with martial arts achievements previously held by Theodore Roosevelt, who himself was a brown belt in judo and used to practice his craft in the basement of the White House. But that's a story for a whole nother day. Back to Putin. He was a politician and still is that takes no prisoners. He came into power as president in 2000 and tightened his grip on Russia, consolidating power into the capital of Moscow. Furthermore, you may or may not have realized recently, oil has gone up a lot. And Russia is one of the world's largest suppliers of oil. So this has led to massive economic development during President Putin's tenure. In fact, their gross domestic product of Russia, or GDP, has increased 6-fold during his tenure. Poverty was halved, and the middle class grew from 8 million people to 55 million. Now, Russia still has many problems. If the price of oil drops back down, they'll have many more problems. But Putin was an unbelievable president, and this shows the country loves him still. He's the most popular politician in Russia and is idolized by many Russians. So anyway, he's now prime minister. And the post of prime minister in Russia doesn't really hold a lot of clout. You don't have a lot of power. But it just so happens ex-President Putin is also president of the United Russia political party, which holds a 2/3 majority in the lower house of parliament. So, this is going to give Mr. Putin a bit more power than your typical prime minister. As you saw in WSYK number 11, the new president of Russia is Dmitry Medvedev, a close friend and confidant of Putin. But the fact that Putin still has a significant power base and significant loyal individuals that work in government, Putin's power and leadership ain't going nowhere anytime soon. That's what I know about Vladimir Putin. This has been another episode of WSYK, What Should You Know? I'm Ethan Block, and what should you know? What should you know? You're watching What Should You Know? Because let's be honest, what should you know?